The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down at 5.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry. And here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
Just shy of the 30.
Starting the drive with Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Falcons at 5-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out. So
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Pickett back to throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And here's Matt Ariza now.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, Everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
10 cycle. Steal, black.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
560. Red, yellow.
Check three. Watch safety creeping.
Strike. Check, strike.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Check.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Henry up the middle.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Pickett slides down and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Here's Pickett on second down.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Striker, 3-3.
Check hot route. Hot. Jim.
Check, smash. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
What we got? Bang.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slice, 97. Black Ultra. Ready, go.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Algier now up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Austin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Henry fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 42.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin, 58 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Inside handoff, Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Push him back. Push him back.
Again, it's Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring out 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Pickett. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Woo-hoo. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Zoom black.
55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get this. 55's mine, guys, 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry
with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Yellow, 22, green jacket.
Go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
We own them. We own them. Go pink.
Come on. It's our time. It's our time.
Steel, black.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Go, Mike 51.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll...
Oh, wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Lorenzo Carter in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go